Mayor Richard Thomas here, and we're here because we have a lot of misinformation in Mount Vernon. There's a lot of sides, and the people in Mount Vernon really have no idea what to believe. You're hearing the council say one thing, you're hearing the mayor saying that the council is obstructing everything he's trying to do, so now we have the mayor here to answer a few questions.
You know, first, thank you for your sharing your time, and second, the court, they're clear. Two different judges, the same decision, restraining orders against the city council and the controller, and in fact from harassing, intimidating, threatening our staff. So the court orders are very clear on that, and those are facts. They're irrefutable.
Well, I got the court order. I know one is to stop them for the checks, and one is to stop from the residency requirement.
Think of the actions. You're canceling people's checks. You're vacating their jobs even though they're working. More importantly, you're taking positions of unfunding the role of police commissioner and 20 police officers, as well as many other positions in the government. The facts are the facts. Our budget makes it clear. We wanted funding for a police commissioner. We have a commission that's been meeting since June of 2016 to identify a police police commissioner. And time again, they ask the question, how much am I going to get paid? I'm making a certain amount of money where I am. How much am I going to get paid? I can't take this seriously if there's a zero in the budget.
Okay, well, the council says that they put that zero there because you haven't had a position, and when you come with someone, they will discuss it. And part two is, I talked to the clergy after the meeting y'all had, when the clergy told me specifically that he had y'all agree to a price which was higher than what it was before.
Exactly.
And you were going to
175.
And then y'all agreed.
Should be at the same level.
Right, and y'all agreed to that, and the council agreed, and the mayor agreed.
They got to put the money in the budget. If there's an agreement on the number, then put it in the budget, and let the commission do its job. In fact, 2 council members are on the commission, 2 of them, but they haven't shown up to meetings. I can't control what they decide to do or not do. What I know is every week on Thursday we sit down, all the leadership in the department, and we go over each department, what they're doing. We go over from everything from sex offenders all the way to warrants that were executed by us. We don't have control over what the FBI and other agencies do. They make us aware so that there's a greater sense of safety when they come into town. But when we do our job, we all gather and go over the data to make the best decisions for our community. And you know what? The mayor should not be doing this. A police commissioner should. The first commissioner was fired, mutual consensus cause. The second one left due to health issues. So I can't control that. What I can control is the team that we have here, and I'm very thankful for them for stepping up to stand by Mount Vernon at a time when, again, we had some very tragic holiday shootings, December 25th and December 31st, excuse me. And it took over 270 days for the city council to pass bond authorization to buy technology for the department. Just think about that. But within that same week, they eliminated the police commissioner and 20 cops. It just goes to show you how heartless and factually incorrect they are. So I don't know how else to tell the story other than what I've been saying, and we're going to continue to stand by our facts in the court orders that we have.
What do you say about the violent crime? I don't know if you read the recent Westchester, October 2017, Westchester magazine. They rated all 43 municipalities, and they rated the cities from 1 to 100 in violent crimes. And Mount Vernon was at a 79.5, and the rest of the other 42 municipalities averaged 21 point something, and the national average is 41.
All the more reason to invest in public safety, and that's why we put forward in our budget last year and this year resources to help the police department, fire department, public works. But guess what? No action by the council. So at this rate, we're going to continue to work with the FBI, work with the county, work with the state to make sure that we're coordinating our activities to create a safer environment. But all I can ask for is the council to come talk to us, not yell at us. Our door's open. We've invited them to meetings. We invited them to tabletops. 2 of them have seats on the Public Safety Review Commission, which is searching for a police commissioner. And they would be there to hear the concerns of clergy, business leaders, stakeholders in the community. But guess what? They don't show up. And again, we'll point to the line. We put money in our budget last year and again this year for a civilian complaint review board. And guess what? It was unfunded. So I can't continue to, operate a city with a wish list that they have when they're the ones not granting the wishes. They're the ones saying no. They're the ones putting their foot on the brake.
So you think that, are you optimistic after January 1st, that will change?
what I can tell you is I'm optimistic for a new government. New ideas are welcome. The voters have heard what we have been pushing for. They believe in our vision. We've taken a number of steps to fix Memorial Field. We're waiting for the final approval in writing from the DEC that we can move forward in fixing Memorial Field, getting that temporary track down, and hopefully next spring we can put down a rubberized track. The footprint is not big enough for an 8-lane track right now, but it is big enough for, you know, a 6 to 4 lane. We have to figure that out, but we're going to share that with the public. We have engagement, and we have people coming to the table like Trust for Public Land, which is a Bloomberg organization. We have Microsoft, we have IBM, we have big companies, but also companies here in Mount Vernon that want to partner with us. There was a gentleman that was leaving the court building that spoke to me about how he wants to give back and how he sees through all of the political nonsense. We're focused on policy. We're focused on people. And if you want more information, you can go to cmvny.com/Mayor Thomas Reports, and you can see for yourself everything that we put out on a weekly basis. It's all there, but you know, our city website needs some work. Mount Vernon needs some work. And as far as I'm concerned, the feds are already here, and we're working with them. And more oversight will only help. I just wish that everyone would stop being so dramatic and exaggerating things when when it doesn't fit their purposes. Right now, the purpose is to keep people safe, and we're not going to waver from that. And I'm going to constantly step up to fight for each agency, each department, because I believe in them. I believe in Mount Vernon. They believe in Mount Vernon, and they believe in this community. So we're going to keep fighting.
I only have one question, and it's the elephant in the room. Everyone keeps talking about Spezio this, Spezio that. Spezio's running the police department. Spezio actually runs you. You're a puppet for Spezio. I mean, these are the things that are constantly said.
And I've heard that Wallace is a front for the Albanians. That's what I've heard. So what I can tell you right now is people say things all the time. What I know is the facts are the facts. And I challenge you to look at our numbers, look at what we've done under extraordinary and unusual circumstances. But guess what? We're making it happen. Community events, City Fest, the circus, we're bringing a whole different dialogue to Mount Vernon, and we're going to create jobs. And I'm asking the council to make a decision like every other municipality to invest in safety. The statistics show it. They provide cost-benefit analysis each time they ask for something. They've gone on more training in 1 year with us than they have in the past 6 years. We're investing where we need to make the investments, but we